Today, we're diving into a really powerful vision of the future. It's one that comes from the pages of Dr. Oscar Eagle's amazing book, AI Adventure, and it's all about synergy, technology, and what it really means to unlock our potential. Okay, so this is the big question on everyone's mind, right? Will AI take our jobs? But this story flips the script. It asks, what if AI's purpose isn't to replace us at all, but to become the ultimate collaborator, the very thing that unleashes our true potential? So, let's take a trip. Our journey takes us to a place called Happy Haven. Now, this is the world Dr. Eagle created for his book, and believe me, it's more than just a setting. It's a blueprint for a future built on partnership. I want you to just picture this. A world where AI showing up isn't a crisis, but the start of something incredible. In Happy Haven, the residents and the AI bots, they're just living side by side. They're actively working together, building a society that just works. So what's the secret sauce here? What's the big idea that makes this whole collaborative feature tick? Well, it all comes down to a totally different way of looking at artificial intelligence itself. See, in Happy Haven, AI isn't some super brain trying to outsmart you. Not at all. It's a partner. Its whole job is to take care of the hard, repetitive, boring stuff, the grind, so that everyone else is free to focus on what they're truly passionate about. And this pretty much sums up the whole debate, doesn't it? On one side, you've got the story we hear all the time. AI is a competitor, and we're all going to lose our jobs and our purpose. But Happy Haven shows us the other side of the coin. AI as a collaborator, a tool that doesn't just help us do our old jobs, but helps us create completely new ones. And look, this isn't just some high-level theory. Dr. Eagle fills the book with these really powerful stories of how people's, residents' lives were totally changed. Let's start with the artists. First up, meet Jasper. Now, in any normal ant colony, Jasper would probably be seen as, a bit of a slacker. His passion wasn't gathering food, it was making music, an artist in a world that only cared about work. But then, the AI bots show up, and they just take over all that grunt work, gathering food, building tunnels. So what happens to Jasper? He's suddenly free, and that little hobby of his becomes his actual job. He becomes the colony's official symphony conductor. His passion finally became his purpose. And here's the best part. His talent wasn't just for him. It actually made things better for everybody. It lifted everyone's spirits, made the whole colony a more harmonious place to be. And it's a pretty similar story for Harmony the bird. I mean, she had this incredible, beautiful voice, but her art always had to take a backseat to the day-to-day grind of just finding enough to eat. But once the AI bots took over the food gathering, that daily struggle just vanished. Harmony was free. She went from just singing to herself to becoming a full-blown public performer, putting on concerts for the whole community. And it really all comes down to that one simple word, freedom. The freedom from having to worry about the basics is what lets real talent shine. Okay, so it's easy to see how this works for artists. But what about skilled labor? What about the jobs that are all about physical strength and hands-on expertise? Well, let me introduce you to Victor B. Beaver. This guy is a master craftsman, the best dam builder around. And his reaction to the AI bots is probably one a lot of us can relate to. He was skeptical. He was afraid he was about to become obsolete. But that's not what happened. The bots didn't replace his skill, they amplified it. He became the foreman, using his instincts and expertise to direct their work. The bots did all the heavy lifting, way more efficiently than he ever could. And the result? He was building bigger, stronger dams in half the time. His expertise wasn't replaced, it was supercharged. And that was the big aha moment for him. He went from fearing these things as competitors to embracing them as collaborators. His skills suddenly became more valuable, not less. And our last story is about Bartholomew Bear. Now, this guy's whole identity was tied up in being the strongest one around. So you can imagine his concern. When a machine shows up that can lift more than you, what's left for you to do? This is where we see a really fascinating change. With the bots taking care of the heavy lifting, Bartholomew had to figure out his real value. And he realized it wasn't just his muscle, it was his deep understanding of how to build things. He stopped being the lifter and became the designer, the architect. And get this, freed from all that manual labor, he designed the honeycomb hive, this incredible, massive structure that became a famous landmark in Happy Haven. He created something far bigger and more beautiful than he ever could have by just lifting stuff on his own. So, after hearing all these stories, what's the big lesson here? What's the timeless message that Dr. Eagle is really trying to get across? It really boils down to this. The story of Happy Haven is all about unleashing potential. It's this idea that inside every community, inside every single one of us, there are these hidden talents just waiting for the freedom to finally come out. And that brings the question right back to us, doesn't it? It makes it personal. If you were freed from your daily grind, what would you create? What symphony, what invention, what incredible structure is waiting inside of you? The story of Happy Haven suggests that maybe, with the right partners, we're all just one step away from finding out.